I'm Ali and a warm welcome to day 4 of the Fascia Lift Method program. And in today's video, we're doing a reset now on the zygomatic, so the cheekbone area. When this gets restricted, it drags everything down. So we're going to be lifting up by really helping reducing any toxins and waste and any tight fascia by doing very light massage and also some micro movements and those fascia points along the cheekbone area. Now, if you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Ali and I've been a facialist for the last 8 years and I'm really passionate to help you on your skincare journey naturally. So first things first, you want to start off with clean skin, and I am using a little bit of facial oil here just for a bit of grip and glide so we're not compromising the skin by dragging or pulling at it. So rubbing it into the fingers and then just gently applying all along the cheekbone area, front and behind the ears, and just down by the side of the neck to the collarbone. So let's work first on doing some nice release of the fascia points. So we're taking our fingers here, gently pressing onto the cheekbone area from the middle part, if you like, of the cheekbone, of the zygomatic. And I like to do this sitting down, and if you can, look into a mirror so you can see what you're doing, and just take a gentle belly breath in for 4, and breathing through the nose for 6, and then just melt the fingers onto the cheekbone. And you want to be melting into the skin. This will take a few seconds. And then once that's melted, you want about 40% of your finger pressure. We're just very gently going to be working backwards and forwards, up and down if you like, keeping the fingers in place, very micro fascia movements. And what we're doing here is we're reducing any sort of melting, if you like, any tight fascia which is stuck to the bone. And if the fascia is stuck to the bone, you're not creating any space for nutrients or oxygen, and also detoxification. So we're just releasing this. And then you want to work in the opposite direction now. Now, the fascia is a structural tissue, a bit like a spider's web in a way, throughout the whole of the body, and it's in lots of different directions. So you want to be moving in lots of different directions rather than just one static movement. And then placing and holding. Just round circular motion now. Again, another micro movement. Now I like to do this with my feet parallel and also with face nice and relaxed as well. And you also want to make sure that your back is nice and straight, and also your head is nicely onto your shoulders so you're not hunching forward. Again, this will really help for blood flow, maximum blood flow and circulation to the head and the neck area. And then let's work in a round circular motion the other way. If it's slightly painful, you can always ease off with the pressure. And then we're going to come along, and then we're going to work a little bit further along, heading towards the ears, again pressing in, and then just melting into the skin. Pressing and holding. And then working backwards and forwards, up and down here. Again, nice, gentle, deep belly breaths in through the nose for 4 and out for the nose for 6. This is also a great somatic release. And then working slowly in the opposite direction. We're now going horizontally. Now you can do these 3 or 4 times a week, and I also have this is fourth day of my 7-day challenge. So if you have missed any of the others, please at the end of the video I will put a link to the other 3. And then just working around circular motion, micro movement. Releasing any of that fascia glue. And then in the opposite direction. Now, if you do have Botox, I wouldn't recommend doing these movements actually, and please see your doctor as well first. And taking the fingers, let's just very gently glide that out. We've worked really hard on those fascia points, unsticking any of that fascia glue. Then thumb placed under the cheekbone, fingers above, just gently gliding under the cheekbone area here. You don't want to be stretching above the cheekbone because it's quite close to the eye and the skin around the eyes is fine and delicate. Coming all the way along under that cheekbone, a nice little cheekbone fascia sculpt. If you do have long nails, you can always use your knuckles, like so. So now let's do a really great all over cheekbone fascia release. So taking our hands, we're taking the palms here, we're placing it all along the zygomatic, that cheekbone area, and we're just going to take a nice belly breath in for 4. And as we breathe out, we're going to very gently lift up and slightly to the side, heading towards those temples. And just hold this, making sure the rest of the face is nice and relaxed. And ease off with the pressure, and let's just lift up and across again. Now what we're doing here, this is a feather-light touch. We're moving toxins and waste within the lymph, which is also very close to the surface of the skin. So moving all the toxins and waste, which now will have a lot more easier movement because we've released tight fascia on the bone area of the zygomatic, the cheekbone. And then just placing the fingers in front of the ears, just glide down the front of the ears where we have plenty of lymph nodes, and then behind the ears where we have plenty of lymph nodes. And then just taking the fingers, just massage all along the occipital bone, bottom of the head, top of the neck. And again, if you have a little extra tender point, we hold a lot of tension in the neck, just give us a little extra massage out. And then when the fingers are touching, one hand at a time, gliding down the big SCM muscle down to the collarbone. And on the other side. And then I always like to finish off with an all-important lymphatic drainage release. So from the chin all the way down where our collarbone is, taking the pads of the fingers, if you can just give those a few gentle presses. And this will release all the toxins and waste from the cheekbone area after our fascia work into the body, ready for elimination. Now, I would really highly recommend having a glass of lukewarm water to hydrate the fascia, but also to help with detoxification once you've done these exercises. And I really look forward to seeing you tomorrow's video. And also, please comment down below, tell me how you're finding these. And also, if there's any other techniques you'd love me to share with you, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Okay, bye.